Apple Watch Series 6. This watch is really good, but do not get it. Why? Let's find out in today's video. My name is Jay, you are watching Tech Hype. Let's find out in today's video that should you get this watch right now or not. Alright, so this watch was released back in September alongside the Series 6, and at that time this watch was known as the budget and Apple Watch, and still from then to now there are not really a big price drop since then. Obviously this is an Apple product, and Apple product do not really tend to go on sales a lot. Like for example, if we'll talk about OnePlus watch and all that just came out, but still this watch is much better than the OnePlus watch. Alright, so the performance of this watch is pretty darn good. I have been using this watch for about a month now, and my experience have been just amazing. This watch do last me about 2 days of usage. Remember, I do not really use my watch 24/7. I mean, who really does use their watch 24/7? And I do use my watch for mainly checking notifications and replying to people on maybe iMessage. Sometimes when like for example, I'm in different room and my phone is in different room, I can straight away respond to iMessage straight from the Apple Watch. And the other thing that I recently realized that this is not the cellular version, by the way. So if your device is not connected to Apple Watch, but you have connected the Wi-Fi to your watch, if you can see here, we have my Wi-Fi connected here. If your Wi-Fi is connected, you can do a FaceTime audio call, which is really damn crisp. I mean, on iPhones, we all know that FaceTime audio is really crisp and really good. But on this Apple Watch, the audio quality is just so good, and bro, it is just such a tiny little speaker. If you will see here, these two are the speaker mesh, and these are just so damn tiny, but still the audio that they produce is just freaking amazing. And there is a gesture too, while if I'll wear my watch and I'll just raise to speak, for example like this. What's the tallest building?
Here's an answer from wikipedia.org.
Yep, and as soon as I stop looking at it, the city is gone, right? And that's the thing. Apple Watch is so damn smart, and it just gets better every single day. It adapts to your usage, and in general, I'm just not really talking about the SE now. I'm even talking about if you are getting the Series 3 right now, which is running the latest watchOS 7. That will adapt to your usage and will get better every single day thanks to Apple's in-house silicon chip on the Series 3, S3 and S5 chip on the Apple Watch SE. This watch, what I would say is this watch is same as the Series 5, just without an ECG sensor, without always on display. Well, technically this display does support that always on display hardware. It is just limited via software, because this display right now you are seeing here, this is LTPO panel. So Apple can actually include a always on display on this device, but I am actually pretty sure that Apple is not going to do it for sure. I mean, come on, Apple. I mean, come on, you know, Animoji requires camera, because whenever you are using Animoji on your iPhones, if you will just put your finger on camera, it won't work. But do you have Animoji on other devices, for example the iPhone 8, iPhone SE 2020? No, because that is exclusive for iPhones with Face ID sensors. Yeah, now some of you may disagree with me, saying that it do have true depth sensor and it do use those sensors, but I did try it, and covering true depth sensors, the Animoji was still working. Yeah, it was not that accurate, but it was still working for me. So yeah, Apple is just notorious to not include features on the products that even support it, but do not include the feature on the product. Why? Because they want you to just invest a little bit and get the flagship variant. Well, talking about the brightness of this display is so damn bright. I mean, this goes over 1000 nits, and what if I'll say that this display is even brighter than my iPhone? I use iPhone 12 at the moment, and my iPhone 12 is not as bright as this one. Again, iPhone 12 can get as bright as iPhone 12 Pro series, but Yeah, you know why they are not making the iPhone 12 brighter. It's the same thing actually. And my iPhone 12, I'm really actually the 700 nits brightness. I do not really use any phone where at its maximum brightness. And this is a watch. I mean, who does use a watch on maximum brightness? And you cannot really manually adjust the brightness. If I'll do it like this, for example, let me show you. It do have auto brightness, so yeah, if you can see here, it is getting brighter and brighter. If I'll bring my light closer, and yeah, see, it's more brighter now. So there is that. The brightness of Apple Watch is really good, and it is like one of the best brightness on any watch. I was using a Fossil watch earlier. I was using this Fossil watch earlier, and the only thing that was a kind of a downgrade after upgrading to this watch, obviously I can get new bands for this watch too, but Apple Watch bands are just so damn expensive. But that I got with this Fossil watch back in the day when I got this, the leather band on this watch is pretty sick. And when I upgraded from this watch to my Apple Watch SE, I did realize that the band of this Apple Watch is not good. I mean, obviously, it is good. That's why Apple included, but it just does not fits in my need, right? I'm more of a guy who loves leather bands, but you are giving me a silicon sports band type of thing, whatever this is. So there is that. You can invest a little bit and get the solo loop, which looks pretty good. And bro, it is expensive. It is like 8,000 rupees INR in India, which is like which is almost touching the 10% price that I paid for this watch alone. Like, come on, I have no words. I can go for third party watch. Obviously, I can go for the third party ones, but at the same time, third party ones are not as good as like official Apple ones. The quality is not that good. I know Pitaka, Casetify, and a lot of people do Spigen. They make really good Apple Watch bands, but obviously it's come to there. It is 7,000. I'm just saving 1,000 if I'll go for the third party ones. Then why not invest just 1,000 rupees and get a original Apple band? Because it is, at the end of the day, I would go for the Apple thing if I am paying 7,000, and I can go ahead and invest 1,000 more and get an Apple certified accessory rather than getting a third party one. Yep, if the accessory is like 4-5,000 cheap and the quality is good too, then yeah, it is fair getting third party ones. But when you are just like, you want to invest just $10 or $15 or just 1,000 INR, I would say go for the Apple one. Well, last but not the least, Apple Watch SE. We are not going to see the SE2 anytime soon for sure this year. No, for sure we ain't going to see the SE2 coming up this year. But obviously, Apple is Apple. They may surprise us with the SE2 this year, but I have no idea. Why would they do it? Even, I mean, last year they released the iPhone SE 2020. Yeah, then after 1 year in 2021, at this time they released last year the SE 2020. Did they release the iPhone SE 2021 edition? Nope. Well, there is your answer. Apple do not really upgrade their SE products every single year as per their previous pattern. So we expect the SE2 of Apple Watch, the successor of this watch, coming up in 2023, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I do not really have a lot of things to talk about it because Apple Watch Series 7 is right around the corner, and I would obviously say you can wait for the Apple Watch Series 7 and pick up Apple Watch Series 6. Not directly from Apple, obviously they will discontinue the Series 6 as soon as they release the Series 7. You can get Amazon refurbished or Apple refurbished Series 7, and yeah, the pricings you will save a lot. I mean, Apple Watch Series 6 right now for right around $270. And by the way, a pin in India, the Apple Watch SE costs $400. So I did pay $400 for this 44mm one. If you are going for the 40mm, you will pay like $380 or $370 for it. and if you're going for the 44 is 30,000. And then if you want to go for the cellular version, go ahead, bro. Whoa, what are these pricings, man? You can get a Series 6 non-cellular version, which is obviously much better than this. It got a latest processor, it got a lot of color options, and I mean, if you are going for the Apple Watch SE 44 cellular one, especially in India, for Indian consumers out there, if you are getting a 44 cellular version of Apple Watch SE, just do not go for that if you have your phone always with you, or even it's just not a good deal, because you can get an Apple Watch Series 6 which comes in a lot of colors, which have in general it is a much better deal than the Apple Watch Series 6, because you are just paying the same price for the Apple Watch SE 44 cellular version in India. And yeah, I guess you got the point. You should go for the Series 6 if you are going for the Apple Watch SE 44 in cellular. But if you are just getting the 44 with Wi-Fi, it is a pretty good deal even in India still. I mean, you can save some bucks and get the solo loop band and still save some bucks. Yeah. Alright, so that's it for today's video, and peace out. I'll meet you all in the very next episode.